Egyptians are wild, and there must be a life fulfillment, but they won't hear a word of my doubt or see signs of a weakness my own impossible duty. It's clear that a void can rekindle our ancestors' dreams. It's enough, it's enough, it's enough.
Aida is really the story of three young people who are poised for leadership of their own countries. All three have issues with their fathers. All three have this enormous complex difficulty because they're torn between duty and love. And I just think it makes it very exciting if you've got three beautiful, sexy people like Heather, Adam, and Sherri. It really tears your heart out because it's a very, very contemporary story in the way that Romeo and Juliet is a contemporary story about a love that crosses all sorts of racial and political bounds.
I didn't know anything about what the show was, but what I said I could do in a 3-character opera, I said I could make the world come alive around it. So that was my only objective, to kind of dig into different styles of choreography and not be limited with just doing whatever Egyptian choreography would be. What is that? So, and it was contemporary, and it was Elton John and pop music, so it led me to be really contemporary with the men around Zosa. And then the East Indian came up, where in biblical stories and movies and stuff, East Indian dancing was the entertainment for Egyptians. So I played around with that, and Nubia was Africa, so I said, okay, let's get into that. So it was great. It just opened up a lot of avenues for me to dig into.
Just a collaborative effort, you know. It's always nice to share a project, and I've always been fortunate in my career to share writing experiences with Bernie Taupin, who's been my main man, and then recently with Tim for the animated movies and this show. So it's I think these are Tim's best lyrics of his career, without a doubt, and it's a great project to write lyrics and music for. So it's a wonderful story.
And how you felt tonight?
I'm ecstatic, and I'm very, very happy.
Radames is an Egyptian captain who starts out as a sort of a conqueror, a slaver, a thief, and he falls in love with one of these Nubian women that he captures and enslaves, and it turns into sort of this dramatic, tragic love triangle between him and Aida and Amneris, the princess.
And tell me about playing opposite your two leading ladies.
It's a dream. I mean, they're both princesses in life, and you know, I couldn't be luckier. They're so talented, so charming, charismatic. We're such close friends off stage. I think that's really important when you do theater. Is that you really need to have a good relationship, not just a working relationship, but a personal relationship, because you expose so much, at least in a show like this, you expose so much of yourself every night, and if there's conflict, if there's friction, it's been my experience that then it doesn't play real. The relationships that you have to be real.
And the producers have really, you know, made people feel like they're wanted and special. I started in the chorus. I know what that feels like, to hear that shape up because there's 100 people outside that can do your job and you better keep your mouth shut. And it's the opposite. They really make you feel like you're the only one we want for this. And I really feel that the ensemble feels that too, that everyone feels special and needed. And I have to say that my relationship with Heather Headley and Adam Pascal has also been the light of my life through this whole experience. We have to spend so much time together, and a lot of going to work together each day with people that you love, even though you know there are going to be times of stress and times of angst. I don't want to talk about it because I'm going to get like mushy and get teary, but those two people are the most talented people on Broadway today. I know that there are a lot of talented people there, but these people, I work with them. I see how they sing 8 times a week. They never give less than 100%. They're amazing actors. They can sing and cry at the same time, which I still don't understand. I literally am stunned by them.
Are delighted as they wander through my veins to find your mood. Wandering through your days. In every shade of form, I have everything but no more dress has always been my strongest suit.
Tell me about Aida, what you're enjoying the most about playing her and creating her.
Well, she's a lot like me and yet not a lot like me. I feel like she's a person that if she were to walk in the room now, we would be friends. I love her dimensions. I love the fact that, I love her story and what she brings to the world. The fact that she's showing that we can transcend race, we can transcend barriers and love each other. And it's a contemporary story, even though it's set in old times, we're still going through all of this. And I love the fact that she has to learn that lesson, to cross that barrier and love, in spite of so many different things. And she's taught me a lot while playing her. I think she's posed a lot of questions to me as to what would I die for? What would I, how well do I love? And I thank her for all those questions she has given to me. Sometimes I don't like the answers I give, but hey, that's part of the growth process. So
You make it all seem so natural and so easy. Can I ask you what the biggest challenge is for you with playing her? Is there one big challenge or a few little ones?
it's to keep her natural and easy. It's to keep it natural and easy, because I think the audience will be affected more by her, and the audience will be affected by the piece if they understand that this is a human up there, that this is a human with characteristics, and that it could be you, it could be me, and we go into these problems every day.
Are we paying for some crime? Is that all that we are good for? To some stretch of all the time? Is this God's experiment?